Welcome back, and hello if you are new, or should I say welcome back to me. I've been taking a little bit of a break recently. I'm not sure if you guys saw my sort of recent upload. Just things have just been quite intense, and I didn't want to sort of, do some videos and then kind of like not really enjoy doing them. As you might be able to see, I'm quite pink around the face because I was at Bloodstock for the last 2 days with work. So yeah, it's just been kind of like gigs, festivals, all that sort of stuff. However, that does bring me to my point, which is the album I'm going to be talking about today is called Endtime Signals, the 13th studio record from Dark Tranquillity. So if you may not be familiar with Dark Tranquillity, they are very much a staple in the world of melodic death metal. The name of the game with this band is combining melodic sort of ideas, but with a hugely emotional heft I've found over the years. And this record is slightly different in the fact that it is the appearance of 2 new members. So we've got Joachim Strandberg Nielsen, which is the new drummer, and then we've also got Christian Jansen, who is the new bassist for Dark Tranquillity. So Endtime Signals, in terms of themes, looks at kind of the darker period of humanity that we have found ourselves in. The record kind of looks at that collective doomsday feeling, very much kind of existential dread, but also how, the growing mistrust with people is leading to war, it's leading to destruction of our planet, and misinformation as well. However, as much as this might be a nihilistic kind of worldview, it also looks at how we might get out of this situation as well. So there is some positive there. Musically, the record is a combination of kind of fast-paced riffing tracks, those kind of mid-paced grooving sort of ideas, and then also ballads as well. But I have to say, the record kicks off in a really great fashion. We've got Shivers and Voids, which is a really strong song, and then right into Unforgivable, which I think is a really kind of strong 1-2 punch. The emotional pull comes a little bit later on when we've got tracks like One of Us Is Gone, which is a very touching tribute to Frederick Johansson, and also features the Gothenburg Symphony Orchestra as well, playing this very emotive piece, which is about the passing of the previous band member. However, there are more riffy sort of elements on The Last Imagination, which is one of the singles. And then also one of my favorite tracks on the record is Enforc Perspective, with those stabbing kind of melodic palm muted sections. Michael Stan's vocals, as ever, incredibly impressive. They do all the growling and snarling justice, but most importantly, I think you can understand them. The melodies that are put together, particularly on choruses as well, are really, really cool. I think he's got a fantastic range, to be totally honest. And there's also cleans, which are on Wayward Eyes. That's kind of a favourite moment of mine. There's also a lot of highly melodic solos. Shivers and Voids was definitely a highlight. And then again, I go back to Enforced Perspective because that was a really great track. And whilst not all the tracks are kind of as sort of profound with the use of the keys, I think there are some moments where they do kind of elevate the songs, give it that sort of warmth that you can with keys. But sometimes they can just be a little bit sort of pushed in the background, I thought. The problem was that I think over the 12 songs, I did find my attention kind of waning a little bit. Not to say that it completely sort of like floated off, but there were some tracks where I kind of had to go back and re-listen to really kind of get into what it was they were trying to sort of say. And that's the thing I think with this album, is that whilst there are good moments on here, it's not necessarily consistently brilliant for me personally. And I also think, tracks like False Reflection, for example, kind of leaves the album on a bit of a sort of flatter note. With the addition of the new members of Dark Tranquillity, I think there is a sense of a bit of a fire in their bellies kind of thing. But, chances are, if you're a Dark Tranquillity fan, you'll really enjoy this, I would imagine. For me, I'm probably gonna give this a 7 out of 10. So thank you ever so much for watching this album review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's really nice to be back. And there's plenty more where that came from. And I will see you very, very soon for another album review. Take care, my friends.